We are now in front of Lambeth Town Hall talking to Sabine, who lives on Central Hill Estate, which is due to be which is not due to be refurbished, it's due to be demolished. And she actually applied to come to this meeting in Lambeth Town Hall, a scrutiny meeting, and they didn't reply to her. Sabine, would you like to say a word?
Yes, I would. Thank you. An email was sent between council officers that said the Overview and Scrutiny Committee would like to invite some independent and community voices to come to the meeting to give their opinion on the New Homes programme. They could be positive or dissenting. And guess what? I live on a regen estate. Firstly, I didn't get the email. The email was not sent. I didn't receive it. South Lambeth Estate residents didn't receive it. Cressingham Gardens
None of those regen estates received it.
Received it. And the email also said, as you are part of the liveability team, you have a relationship with residents and can reach out to them. And I tell you now, the liveability team doesn't have much of a relationship with residents, and it certainly is not communicating emails that should be sent to us. And what I want to say, which was never said in there, is that the most affordable home is to bring back in use those empty properties. And I know the answer will be then they're not enough, but in these new builds, there are not enough. Yeah. And they, by the time you take into account how many you've demolished and then how many you're building, there's not enough of an increase to actually justify a lot of what they're doing, if not all of it.
Yeah. And there are other points, actually, that they didn't say in that meeting, but if you talk to Sabine about it, you'll learn a lot more.
Yeah, it's like, who's paying for it? How are they getting money? £850,000, £50 million in debt. And they've already, they spent £500,000 on one property to leave it boarded up.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What are they on?
Insanity. Moving people out of houses, temporary housing, so that they can rehouse other people, but making people homeless by... it's just insanity. The whole thing is insane.
Talk about, it would cost us a lot to bring back, even on Westbury, the prefab houses that they've allowed to run down. They would cost too much to put a family in, but they don't take into the equation how much is being spent on temporarily housed.
Absolutely.
Bed and breakfast in hotels, and how it's affecting their education and their health and well-being. How the NHS has to spend over £1 billion mopping up people living in poor housing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it takes money to invest. Welcome to owning housing, and you fix it up, and then you move people in.
And get a refurbing team, train people so they can actually do the job, because we haven't got people who can do that job anyway. We can move, in that case, to Georgina, who might speak. I'm going to fall over.
Refurbish,
refurbish, don't demolish, it makes sense. The trouble is, they spent a lot of time in there talking about whether or not they were going to get kind of social homes or enough social homes out of the building new, and I'm sat there thinking, you've already got hundreds.
You've got hundreds of homes that are sitting there empty,
built,
waiting to be refurbed.
It's waiting to be refurbished instead of demolished.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
all the things that the tenants are talking about, wanting them to move into improved homes, needing more space, having better equipment on the estates, that can all be addressed by refurbishing instead of demolishing.
Exactly.
We don't need new homes, we need homes.
Exactly.
Good management.
So use the homes we've got and have some decent management, please. And you don't have to stick to the original plan. You can actually change it if there's a better one. And in that meeting it was mentioned that other councils have got better plans. We can share with them. We could discover what's going on in the rest of the world.